and shoulder pressure, you're going to do presses, flies, and various other shoulder workouts that are going to put your shoulders under pressure and help you develop the sculpted shoulders that you're looking for. Hey guys, welcome back to another great workout in the Ript 90 series. Today we're going to be torturing your shoulders. Yeah, shoulder pressure. You're going to feel a lot of pressure in your shoulders. We're going to be doing a lot of shoulder presses. So let's go ahead and jump right in. Start a nice little jogging in place. Slowly bring that heart rate up and get ready for this workout. This workout is only, for all practical purposes, 2 basic exercises. The 2 best shoulder exercises you can possibly do. We're going to do a lot of reps. Going to really torch those shoulders today. In the studio with me, I got my boy Big E again. He's strong as a bull, but a lot nicer, actually. He's going to be getting after it today. Also got Jeremy. Jeremy's our fitness fanatic. We're all fitness fanatics, but he just takes it to another level. He's going to be getting after today. You ready, buddy? Yeah. All right, man. Glad you guys could make it today. Glad you could make it too. Let's go ahead and pick up that pace just a little bit. Loosening up. Getting nice and warm. Got a great workout for you today. It's fairly quick. Didn't take a long time. But you're going to feel it. I can guarantee you. We're going to go ahead and move into a push-up and a down dog. So let's go ahead and get in your plank position. Take it down. Nice and easy. And then back up. Driving those shoulders to the floor. Just a nice and easy motion. Putting a little bit of pressure on those arms and shoulders and that chest. Again, getting that heart rate up. Getting ready for the real work that's about to take place. Most of the time we're going to do the same workout. It's a great way to get fired up. Work a lot of your body parts to get ready for these different exercises. So yes, we know we're doing the same workout, or excuse me, the same warm up again. But if we find something we like that works, we keep doing it. Last one, and then we'll move into our squats. Stretch it out, heels down. All right, back on your feet again. All right, got about 30 seconds here. So weight in your heels, let's take it down. Good work. Want to take those hips nice and low. The crease should be going down below your knees. Good job. Got about 10 more seconds. Keep it going. Last 2. Good job. Okay, let's run it out. Shake out those arms. This is a great workout. About 20 minutes running time. So you'll be in and out here quick, but it's going to leave a mark. I guarantee you. All right, let's pick up that pace. All right, let's take it back down to our push up and down dog. Nice plank. Hands a little wider, shoulder width apart. And take it down. And back up. Take it down. And back up. Grab those heels. Last one. Really pushing back this time. Hold it. All right, back on your feet. Last set of squats. Okay, let's take it down. All of our work today is going to be on your feet. As always, we're going to be engaging that core. There's a lot of other exercises you can do for shoulders. What we wanted to do was pick out some that we thought were the best and then just absolutely wear you out on. Let's get a couple more here. Last 2 and 1. Good job. Okay, let's shake it out. All right, so on this first sequence, we're going to do a total of 15 reps. And we're going to do overhead presses. So you want to get a weight that you can handle for 15 reps. So let's go ahead and grab your weight. How are we ready, gentlemen? Okay. Weight by your shoulders. And let's take it up. So the first 3 You want to make sure your reps are nice and strict and nice and controlled. As you move into the next 5, you can use a little bit of what we call a push press. And then for your last 7, you want a nice shoulder press, but you can use what you need to get that weight overhead. Last one. Good job. All right, set those down. Between each set, we're going to do a working break of 10 sit-ups. So let's go ahead and take it down. Give your shoulders a little bit of a break. Let's do it. 10 push-ups, or excuse me, 10 sit-ups. Our sit-ups are always legs out in front, all the way forward and all the way down. Last 2. Good work, and back on your feet. Let's keep it going. As we get further into this workout, your heart rate's going to continue to rise until it gets to a point where it keeps going. We're going to keep that fire burning, keep those calories burning, burn off some of that fat. So go back to your same weight, going into a lateral high pull. Nice wide stance, slightly bent at the knees, but you want a nice straight back. Let's take it up. Again, you want to use the same mode as we did on the first set. 3 are very relaxed. Then on the next 5, you want to take it down into a sumo high pull. Last 2. And your remaining 7, you can put a little more hip into it if you need to get those weights all the way up. And pinching at the top. Good work. Last 2. Good job. Weights down. Back into your working break. Get your 10 sit-ups. Flat on your back. And let's take it up. Remember, you want to use your karate chop to get those shoulders off the ground, but keeping those feet nice and planted. Last 3. Good job. Back on your feet. Okay, good work. That's 1 set down. 4 to go. Should be breathing nice and firm now. Just take nice deep breaths, but your heart rate's picking up. Let's get those weights back up, get into our shoulder press. As this becomes more difficult, you're gonna have to use a little bit more of a push press. If you have the strength to do them all strict, you can do that. That's the goal. But keep in mind, as long as you're keeping your back straight, a push press is okay. Are we ready, gentlemen? Let's do it. Good work. Remember, you want to keep that back nice and firm. That's the last one. These are your 7. Use what you need to get those weights up. Keep the weight in the heels. Back nice and flat. Last one. Good job. Weights down. Do our working break. Get our 10 sit-ups in. How we doing, guys? Okay. Flat on your back. Let's do it. Quick 10. Five more. Keep it going. Last 2. Good job. All right, back on your feet. Moving back into your lateral raises. Pick up your weight. Now, on these, let's go ahead and get started. Pull it up. On these, you see how Jeremy's got his back nice and straight, and he's pulling that weight up towards his chin, really focusing on those delts, those traps, and then as he moves into his sumo dead high pull, keeping that butt out, keeping that back nice and flat. Great form, Jeremy. He's going real nice and deep. Okay, coming into your last set of 7. Come on, buddy. Then he's starting to use those hips, thrusting those hips forward. Give him a little bit more momentum as he brings that weight up. Good work. Looking good, man. Last 2. Okay. Go into our working break. 10 sit-ups. If you notice, we're picking up the pace a little bit. We really want to keep that heart rate up, so let's go ahead and lie it flat back. Let's get our 10. That's 2 sets down. 3 more to go. Halfway there. Last 2. Good job. Okay, now, if you're still feeling like you got some strength left, we're coming up on the halfway point. Increase your weight a little bit. Go ahead and get a heavier weight, or you can keep that motion very strict. But if you're running out of resistance, go ahead and pick up a weight. I'm going to stick with my 20s here. If you're a little bit tired, you can always move down and weight. That's your modification. You can go as light as you want to, but just keep your form nice and strict. Weights up. Let's go. Nice and low on the shoulders and then up high and pinch it. There's your 3. I'm going to stay strict on these just to challenge myself a little bit. All right, halfway there. Let's go. Last 7. I'm going to use my push press. Good work. Last 3. Come on. Good work, guys. All right, weights down. Let's shake it out a little bit. Take a quick drink if you need to. We're about at the halfway point. We're going to pick up the pace and really make these last couple sets count. How we doing, guys? All right. Flat on your back. And let's take it up. Should be starting to feel this in your core as well. Abs getting nice and tight. Last 3. Come on. Good work. Last 1. All right. Back on your feet. Okay, as we move into these sumo dead high pulls, really there's not a modification per se, but if you're traveling, you can always use a little bit lighter dumbbell. You can also restrict the movement a little bit. You don't have to go all the way down in your sumo. You can just stay right here on your hips and move it up. All right, let's go, guys. You can just keep it right here. You guys go ahead and go down. I'm going to keep it right here as my modification. Oh, that's getting heavy. All right, now let's move it all the way down. Want to keep that back nice and flat. Make sure your feet are out wide enough. Last 2, come on. Good work. Woo! You're really going to start to feel those high pulls in your traps and the tops of your shoulders. That's one of the great things about that exercise. Really works the tops of your shoulders as well as your delts. All right, 10 sit-ups. Let's do it. Let's pick up the pace a little bit on these. A little quicker. Last 3. Last 1. Good job. All right. Woo. 3 down, 2 to go. If you got the strength, get a little bit higher weight. These are the sets that really count. Once you start to reach that level of fatigue, those shoulders are gonna be talking to you. All right, so weights up. Let's take it up. This is such a great exercise. Really works that core, keeps that core nice and tight. Really works that front delt. You can tell I'm using a little bit of a push press. And then as I approach these last 7, I might get a little deeper. But nice controlled extension at the top. Pinching that weight together. Good job, guys. Come on. Last 1. Good work. Weights down. How we doing?
Great.
Right on. How you doing, Jeremy? Good job. 10 sit-ups. Let's take it down. All right. Guys, we're in the home stretch now. Keep it going. Last 3. 2 and 1. Good work. All right, back on our feet. All right, second to the last set of high pulls. So let's grab that weight. Get a nice stance on your feet, weight out in front, and let's take it up. Remember, pinch it at the top. You're gonna really start to feel this in your traps. I'm gonna stay strict on these next 5. Good work, and now I'm taking it down. Good work. Last 3. Come on, guys. Stay with it. Last 1. Woo, good job. Weights down. Got 3 more sets of sit-ups and we're done, guys. Go ahead and get your drink of water if you need it. Heart rate should be elevated but should have been stabilized. Let's go ahead and lay it down on our backs and take it up. We're always doing sit-ups. I always want to keep that core nice and tight. We chose exercises specifically to help with that. Last 2. Good work. All right. That's our last set, guys. Let's really make these count. Last 15 reps of push presses. Grab your weight. Nice stable stance. Weights up. Let's take it up. Good job. Now remember, depending on your fitness level, if you want to, you can keep all of these strict. If you look at Jeremy, look at his form. He's keeping every one of these strict. Perfect form. Back's nice and flat. Hips are kind of forward. Taking those hands up. You feeling that, buddy? Yeah, come on now. Good job. And then take a look at Eric. He's doing a little push press, kind of dipping down. There you go. Bust it up. Okay, last 1. Good work. All right. Back down into our working break. Second to the last set of sit-ups. Flat on your backs. Let's pick it up. Good job. We're in the very home stretch now. Come on. 5 more. Last 3. Last 1. Okay. The last set of sumo raises. Go ahead and grab that weight. I know you're tired, your heart rate's up, but let's make sure we keep that form. So important. Get a nice, stable, semi-wide stance. Weight out in front. Let's take it up. I'm starting to get tired, so I'm only going to do 3 strict. I'm going to take it down and use those hips a little bit. Two more. And then these are your all outs. Use those hips and bring it up high at the top and pinch it. Good work. Come on. Last 2 right here. 2 and 1. All right, good job, guys. Last set of sit-ups. And then as always, we got a little treat for you. All right, flat on your backs. Last 10, take it up. Good work, halfway there. Three more, come on. All right, this your last set. We're gonna do a fly. This is gonna require a little bit lighter weight. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start out with a little heavier weight, and as I begin to fatigue, I'm gonna drop to a lighter weight so I can really just absolutely torch those shoulders. If you're new to this workout, you've done it a few times, get a nice light weight. Form is more important than your weight. But if you've done this workout a lot, challenge yourself. Get a big weight. Make sure you maintain your form. but this is your burnout. So let's make it happen. You got 25 of these. Guys, we ready? All right. Nice stance, weight in your heels, nice flat back. Let's take it up. And you want a nice controlled movement all the way. Don't really want to stop at the top, but you don't want to swing it up there either. Keep it nice and controlled. All right, I'm starting to fatigue, so I'm going to move to my lighter weight. Keep going, guys. Keep trucking. All right. This is where it starts to burn. Keep it going. You're halfway there. Really going to start to feel this burn. Make them count. Come on, guys. Last 10. Four more. Come on, guys. 3, 2, and 1. Come on. Last one. Good job. All right, weights down. Good work. Nice job, brother. Good job. Thanks for joining us today. Hope those shoulders are feeling nice and warm. If you want to, this is another quick workout. You can hit rewind, I dare you, or pop in that ab DVD just to finish it off. Thanks for joining us. Have a great day. Appreciate you coming.